Hello, and welcome to Math 8, Unit 3A, Lesson 11. Today's objective is scholars will solve systems of equations using elimination. We've been talking about systems of equations, and now we're going to use a new method for solving them. Okay, so the first question is, what is elimination? So using elimination method, we solve a system of equations by adding the two equations to eliminate, which means get rid of, one of our variables. Remember, we have x and y. Usually, we want only one of them. So let's talk about this. When we add an equation, what happens? So here, if I add these two equations, I'm going to add vertically. So these will add together. These will add together. And these will add together. So you can see 5 plus 8 is going to give me 23. 7 plus negative 4 gives me a positive 3. 12 plus 14 gives me 26. And it's true, 23 plus 3 is 26. So it remained true. We already see that our first two equations were true. 5 plus 7 equals 12. 18 minus 4 equals 14. So if we start with two true equations, we get a true result. So this is what we call in your face. It's in your face because we don't have to do anything to it. If we add these, this is going to be eliminated. I have a positive 4x and a negative 4x. Well, if that's eliminated, then we can next add our y's. So negative 2y plus 8y is 6y. And then we're going to add these numbers. So negative 12 plus negative 24 is negative 36. Then I'm just going to divide by 6 on both sides. And I get y equals negative 6. The only issue is that's only part of my answer. So now I have to choose one of my two equations. I'm going to choose this one just because. So I have 4x plus 8 times y, which I know is negative 6, equals negative 24. So 8 times negative 6 is going to give me negative 48. So I have 4x plus negative 48 equals negative 24. So I'm going to add 48 to both sides. So I have 4x plus negative 48 plus 48 equals negative 24 plus 48. So on this side, these are going to cancel. I get left with 4x. On the other side, negative 24 plus 48 gives me a positive 24. Then I'm just going to divide both sides by 4. And I get x equals 6. Therefore, my solution is the ordered pair 6, because x is always first. Negative 6. Remember, it's always x, then y. Okay, not too bad. Let's look at one. Here again, if I add these up, I can see that the y's are going to be eliminated. So the y's are going to go away. I have x plus 2x, which gives me 3x, equals 11 plus 19 gives me 30. Okay, so I'm going to divide by 3 on both sides. So I get x equals 10. So then I'm going to use the top equation. So I have 10 minus y equals 11. So I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides. So I have 10 minus y equals 11 minus 10. So that gives me negative y equals 1. Divide both sides by negative 1 to get rid of the negative. I get y equals negative 1. So here, again, it's x, then y. So my x value is 10, and my y value was negative 1. This is not looking so hard. Let's try one more. Well, one more this way. So here, I can see that when I add, my y's are going to cancel. So negative 8x and negative 3x gives me negative 11x equals 16 plus negative 5 gives me 11. I divide both sides by negative 11. I get x equals -1. So next, I'm going to put it into my equation. So I have -3. I'm going to use the bottom equation, although I could use either. Times -1 plus y equals -5. Well, -3 times -1 is just 3. Plus y equals -5. So I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. So I have 3 minus 3 plus y equals -5 minus 3. These are going to cancel, so I have y equals -5 minus 3. So remember, it's the same thing as -5 plus -3. So that gives me -8. Again, I'm going to write my answers in ordered pair. The ordered pair here is x is -1, y is -8. Not too bad. Let's try one that looks a little different. Okay, so this one is a word problem. So let's go through it. I'm going to sort of underline a few things as we go. So flying to Kampala with a tailwind, a plane averaged 158 kilometers per hour. On the return trip, the plane averaged only 112 kilometers per hour while flying back into the same wind. So we have to find the speed of the wind. The wind I'm going to call W. And the speed of the plane I'm going to call P. So a tailwind means that as my airplane is flying, my little airplane here, we're going to make a horrible picture of an airplane here. So my little airplane, and it's got the wind pushing it. So here's the back of my plane. It's the front of it. So the wind is pushing my plane on the way there. So the plane is being added. The wind is adding to the speed of the plane. So I have the plane plus the speed of the wind equals 158. But when the plane is coming back, it's flying back into this same wind. And now the wind is pushing against it. So in that case, that's going to be the plane is going to subtract the wind equals 112. Okay, so if we add these, I can see that the W's are going to cancel. So I'm left with 2P equals, when I add these up, I get 270. Divide both of them by 2. And I get P equals 135. Okay, so 135 plus W equals 158. I'm going to subtract 135 from both sides. So I get W equals 23. So the only thing is, with a word problem, we're going to answer in words. So my answer is going to be the speed of the plane is 135 kilometers per hour. Oh, let me undo that. kph. And the speed of the wind is 23 kph. Period. Okay, so that's it. Again, because we are looking at a problem where we had our problem in words, we want to do our answer in words also. So I'm just going to go ahead and try and move this. Okay. So if you have any questions, come on and see me in class. Otherwise, hopefully this makes some sense, and I will talk to you later.